Hi, my name is Aaron High with High Performance Sports and Training Solutions. I'm a certified strength and conditioning specialist as well as a certified exercise physiologist. Today, I'm going to be focusing on upper body mobility, which is the last video in our mobility series. And I'm going to be focusing on the mobility of the upper back, or what is known as the thoracic spine. So the thoracic spine region is this upper back region from about right here all the way up to where the shoulder blades are. And so it's important that you have good movement and mobility in your thoracic spine. Otherwise, your low back may try to take over some of the lack of movement that you have in that part of your spine and end up causing some type of injury. And so we really want to focus on maintaining the ability to twist and turn primarily in the upper back region. All right, because if I lose that ability, I'm going to be twisting and turning, but it'll be coming from the low back area. And I really don't want that, because that a lot of times is going to lead to pain. So the first thing I'm going to show you is going to be the stretch. It's called the seated rotation. And so you can take something, I'm going to use a foam roller, but you can use anything like a pillow, something that you can use to keep your legs squeezed, okay? And so the reason we're going to do this is because I don't want to move my hips while I'm doing this stretch. And me putting this foam roller right here and squeezing it together, keeping my feet flat on the ground, keeps my hips from moving. So all I'm going to do is very simple. I can place my hand on my hip, but I'm going to turn like I'm trying to look behind me, and I'm going to hold this position. So it's very simple. If I'm facing forward here, turn. I can put this arm across here to even kind of use that to twist a little bit more. Again, when I stretch, I do not want to go to the point of pain, just very mild discomfort. That lets me know I'm working the limits of that range of motion. And I just want to hold. And that's giving me a stretch in that upper back region. The same thing, I would flip it and turn and do the other side. The next stretch that you can do is what is known as the prayer stretch. So you can do this either kneeling, or you can do it on the back of the chair. You can also do this on a countertop, or even just anything that's an elevated surface that's high enough. I'm going to demonstrate it on the chair just for simplicity's sake. So there's a couple ways to do this. I can do it with my arms stretched out or with my arms bent. I'm going to show you first with the arms stretched out. It's very simple. I'm going to stand back with my feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to keep my back flat, push my hips back. My arms are straight out. And I'm just going to let my head rest in neutral. And I'm going to hold this position. And I'm kind of sinking down, allowing some of that stretch to go into that upper back region. And I'm just going to hold. Now, if you find that painful or that may cause some issues with your shoulder joint, you can simply come right here and do the same thing. Place my arms here and go down into that stretch. Again, I want to control my breathing and try to get as deep into the stretch as I can, but obviously do so safely. Again, when you're doing some of these stretches, your range of motion may be different with different stretches. Okay? So the mobility exercises for these. There's two I'm going to go over. Very simple ones that you can easily do. The first one I'm going to demonstrate the back fly first. So basically, all I'm going to do, if you can, interlock your fingers and place them behind your head. And if not, that's okay. Just try to keep them as close as possible. All I'm going to do is squeeze here and open up. Squeeze and open up. All right, as I'm opening up, that's where it's usually going to be the most challenging the part of the movement is the opening up part. So I really want to focus on getting a good squeeze. I can pause for a second and then come back close. Again, you can do those 10 to 12 reps and even up to 20 reps. You can do 2 sets of those. You could do more. It's not something that you would be necessarily concerned with as far as like overdoing it, typically speaking, as long as you're keeping it within a nice range of motion. And then the next one I'll do is the T-spine rotation. So I'm going to use this again, just like the stretch, except I'm going to be going in and out of that movement. So I take my hands behind my head, elbows wide, nice and upright. I'm going to twist as far as I comfortably can go, come back to the middle. Twist, back to the middle. Alright, And so that's the T-spine rotation. So those are some mobility exercises you can do for the upper back region. Great place to get started. There's always more to learn and more to do, but those are some great basic exercises that you should be able to do at home that will help you improve your ability to move in your upper back. All right, so I hope you have enjoyed this series and found it useful. So I encourage you, find a way to kind of put some of these things to use and see if you see any benefits from it. All right, have a good one.